Breach of contract. Again, this is something as well that we will continue to see. A CPA liability arising from torts involves three key areas. We've got negligence, we've got constructive fraud, which is also known as gross negligence. I would make sure to know that, memorize that. The construction fraud is gross negligence. Again, we'll see this in business law as well, so it doesn't hurt to get a jump on it now. And then you've got good old regular fraud. Each of these torts carries their own requirements for establishing liability and potential consequences for the CPA. Let's talk about negligence first. A CPA has a duty to their clients to perform work with a level of care and skill expected of an ordinary prudent CPA under similar circumstances. Now, when a CPA fails to meet the standard and performs negligently, they may be held liable for damages. We got the four elements here again. Make sure you memorize these. These are brought up again because they're important. Next, the duty owed. A CPA's duty to act with reasonable care generally extends to clients and any person or limited foreseeable class of persons who are expected to rely on that work. Now, this is kind of the difference. This is why we're bringing it up again. In a minority of states, I want you to know what the ultramarriage decision is. This is something that may come up in the exam, is followed, which limits CPA liability more narrowly to persons in privity of the contract. So even if you knew that this was going to be used to give it to a bank or someone else, still your liability is restricted. So liability is more narrowly to the persons in privity of the contract with the CPA and intended third-party beneficiaries. In these states, a liability is restricted, making it more difficult for third parties to hold the CPA accountable for negligence unless they had a direct contractual relationship or are specifically intended beneficiaries of the work. So just, again, the whole point of bringing this up again, make sure you know it, definitely memorize it. Repetition is the king of everything, and then make sure you know this ultramarriage decision. Let's see an example here. Example of breach of contract. Well, ABC Corp decided to acquire XYZ. After reviewing the financial statements of XYZ, which were audited by this CPA firm, ABC had engaged Smith to audit XYZ's financial statements. During the audit, Smith failed to detect certain accounting errors that later caused ABC to incur significant losses. To hold Smith liable for common law negligence, ABC must prove at a minimum that Smith did what? Well, that they failed to exercise due care. Make sure you're memorizing those 4 points. Again, make sure, read through the rest here. Not going to read those myself, but feel free to pause and read through the incorrect answers. Hey there! Are you ready to not only pass your CPA exams, but truly understand and enjoy the material while studying? I know it seems impossible, right? Especially to enjoy the material? We'll do it together. Tap into the power of CPA.examprep.ai, where we've got personalized quizzes, multiple choice questions, memorization guides, flashcards, simulations, all tailored to your learning. Our adaptive study planning puts you on the fastest path to success and lifts you back up if you fall behind. Avoid wasting your precious time and money attempting an exam with a low chance of passing, because who wants that? We want to get you through this process as quick as possible. Our exam readiness prediction lets you walk in with confidence, knowing that you're prepared for success on exam day. Thankfully, there's no payment method needed to get started, so why don't you come join us? Visit cpa.examprep.ai and let's achieve your exam success together.